What's going on, guys? I know I look awful. I gotta do my eyebrows. I am tired. I've got a bit of a headache, but I've got a little time right now. I'm not gonna have much time this weekend. It's Friday night, and I figured I'd do this video while I had some time. Another thing is that when I started this channel, I told myself we're not going to do negative videos, because I know from experience from past channels I've had and from other channels I've seen that no matter what internet community you're in, any sort of community, if you do negative videos, if you yell, you complain, you talk about things that bother you, you get infinite views. And if you try to do something more positive or fun, things you like, you don't really get a lot of views. At least that's what I've seen. And I don't know, I just couldn't help but do this video because I wanted to talk about dumb things that horror movie fans say. And I sat down with a couple of my friends and talked about this, and we had some funny little conversations about it. And so I just wanted to bring up a few of them. I wrote down a few of them in my notes app. And I'm someone that I don't really interact with communities that much. And I started, after I started watching horror movies when I was younger, when I was a teenager, and I tried finding Facebook groups to talk about these things in, I started seeing so many people that all just had the very same exact opinion and didn't have anything original or new to say. And I always thought it was weird. There's a lot of opinions that a lot of people repeat, and they are kind of annoying or don't make any sense. The number one that's always bothered me is this thing people say about Child's Play 3, where they say it sucks, and they say, how could Chucky mail himself? Because there's a scene where he's his good guy's box is wrapped up, and it gets delivered in the mail, and people are like, well, who wrapped it up for him? Who mailed it? And people will fight about this or some other things that we'll talk about. They fight, they argue this as if they're watching cinema, as if they've got on some I don't even know, some Ingmar Bergman film. I've never seen an Ingmar Bergman film, but they act as if they're watching pure cinema. I don't know. It's because when I hear this, I'm like, did you guys not watch the other ones? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a serial killer can't put his, soul into a toy doll either. So then people draw the line at but then how does he mail himself? I just always thought that was stupid. I love Child's Play 3. I actually did not know people even hated that till I joined Facebook groups and I tried talking to people about horror movies. And yeah, I don't know what people's problem with that one is. But another funny one along these same lines is people will it's somewhat similar when people say how can Michael Myers drive? Now they don't say it in the same context, as in Halloween is such a dumb movie. I mean, when did he learn to drive? He was put away when he was 6, and it's 20 years later, whatever it is, I don't know. But basically they're Michael went into the insane asylum when he was 8 years old, and now it's 13 years later, how could he drive? He doesn't know how to drive. And but they'll say it in this way where they're did you ever realize he wouldn't know how to drive? This is something I noticed. Everybody wants to be some little what is it called, the YouTube channel, Dead Meat. They want to be the Dead Meat guy. Or oh geez, I don't know if you guys heard that motorcycle driving by real fast, but I'm not sure my mic picked it up. But yeah, everybody wants to be the Dead Meat guy or any of these guys that put up a video and they're just things I bet you didn't notice in whatever movie, man. And everybody's did you know? You get I could hear them pushing up their glasses. Did you know actually? Did you ever realize that Michael wouldn't know how to drive? So how did he know how to drive? I just hate that. I hate whenever people point it out. It's not interesting. I really don't think anything of it. I just always thought that was weird. Another thing, this is something my friend Mark told me. I thought it was so funny. Where he says that he says this is one he's heard on the internet since 1998. But he says that people say for some reason that Halloween 3 would do better at the box office if it was released as John Carpenter's Season of the Witch instead of Halloween 3. And he told me, Mark made this joke, oh my god. He said that it's like John was cursed by a gypsy in 1975, so his movies are never a box office success. And I thought that was funny because it's so true. Like, anytime you see, like, if you ever watch any video, like any sort of like retrospective on or analysis of like a John Carpenter movie, like, oh geez, I forget the channel that did it, but I just watched like this like 4-part, maybe 5-part series on The Thing. This guy did a really good like documentary about it, like a nice 5-part documentary. But so many, like, every time people will say, well, there were all these other movies that came out, that's why it flopped. And I'll always hear people say, like, The Thing only flopped because, like, E.T. was it came out like the same weekend. It's always so funny. Every John Carpenter movie, they always say, oh, it only flopped because, like, these 12 other movies came out like that same month. I just always thought that was funny, and it was funny that Mark's little cursed by a gypsy joke. But there's also another one, and I should have pulled up some examples, but I'm always tired of hearing like blank is actually the good guy. There's been a lot of that, and I can't think of an example, but I know I see it all the time where it's just another, like, the thing about horror movie fans, and I don't get this, is they all try to present themselves as like intellectuals or something. I really don't understand it, but they all think they're like cinema like snobs. I don't exactly know how to put this, but like I don't know, there's just something weird about them, and they all want to sound intellectual because they watch movies like Babysitter, Birthday, Murder, Bloodbath, Hotel 4. I don't know, but they all want to sound like they're intellectuals. And there's so much, like, I see this post all the time, I swear to god. I wish I could find an example for you guys, but like, blank was actually the good guy, and they try to do their whole like analysis, like, pushes up glasses, I'm just like dead meat, and like I could like analyze a horror movie, look at me. Like, I don't know if the Dead Meat comparison makes sense. I only watched Dead Meat like once, like, I don't know, 10 years ago or whenever, and I tried and I cringed and I just couldn't. But I know he's probably got like 1 million subscribers, people love him, I don't know, but not my thing. Oh, another one, this is a good one, and this is when people always say, like, I just hate this, right? People always say, it's another like pushes up glasses thing. Like, everybody always thinks like, when they're in, like, when they watch a movie, they always say, oh, if I was in the movie, this is what I would do. They like push up their glasses. I would call the police. Have you guys just never watched the movies where they do that and nothing happens? The reason they don't call the police is, 1, it's boring. 2, there'd be no movie. Like in Psycho, how many times do they go to the police? Like, what's her face? Not Janet Leigh, the other lady. Whoever plays her sister. Vera Miles, when she, after Marion goes missing and she shows up and at the boyfriend Sam's, and he's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the police. And they like visit the police chief or whatever, whoever he is. They visit him at his home, and he's like, it's nothing we could do. There's nothing. Can't do anything. He calls up Norman. Norman, are you killing women over there? I knew you weren't, Norman. All right, good night. Like, see, he's not killing women over there. And they visit the guy again at church, and I think they might even visit him like another time, like for dinner or something. They visit that cop, like, at least like the chief of police, whoever he is, they visit him like 3 times, and he's always like, nope, no, Norman's not killing ladies over there. No, sorry to bother you, Norman, and hangs up the phone. Like, have you, like, oh my god, there's always like the scene will always be like something in a movie where like they'll like shoot the villain or like stab him, you know, and you just know like the villain, like the slasher dude's gonna like get up again, and somebody will always say, if that was me, I'd make sure they were dead. And I always cringe at that, because I'm like, homeboy, really? Really? Like, I just don't buy this. Like, you stabbed Michael, you shot him, whatever, you shot him 7 times, like, you're gonna be gone. You're not gonna be there. Like, I just shot him, pushes up glasses, let me, rubs hands together. Let me just hack off his head for fun to make sure he's dead. Let me perform my autopsy on him, making sure he's dead. Like, I don't know, guys, like, horror fans have some weird takes. Like, I would call the police, then there'd be no movie. I would sit around and give him 10 more stabs to make sure he's dead. You'd be out of there. I don't know, guys. This is just me. I don't know. I just see a lot of weird takes from horror fans, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a part 2 to this. Because I don't know. I thought these things were kind of funny to talk about. Maybe we'll do a part 2. Or maybe we'll have a more positive video next. I don't know, but it's October 3rd as I record this, and I'm trying to watch a horror movie a day, and maybe we'll do a video on that at the end of October if I succeed. The last 3 years I did 31 Days of Halloween. All 3 times I did not miss a day. We'll see if I could do it a 4th time. I have a bad feeling about this month because I'm a lot busier than I was those other times. Yeah, maybe we'll have a video like that. We'll have some more book stuff coming. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. That's all for now.